Welcome to Alaya, a home of the consciousness and higher awareness, a place to live and have your being in knowing, not bound by boundaries. Vishato den viento karish nakta cha dan ve noktisho dan viano karish nakta karish ta kala sho divra no kamienek to sho venyan ev ishna kashom le no kachu vanyam cheno kisha Vishnasu, Dalibra tokonochatnik da shomla, diena vasho, kashain devenek brisha toktu. Here we are in the space, a place of awareness and transformation. All who connect experience transcendence and transformation and higher consciousness. Quite a gift, actually. A gift of awareness and presence, which is uplifting and transforming and transcending. As you, within your own awareness, perceive and contemplate the possibilities that lie before you. I attempt to deliver the highest possible awarenesses of the moment so that you have benefit, the benefit of what this is, this expanding awareness and consciousness, which is transcendent of the world around it. We are still of the world, but we find ourselves not of it any longer. We're here, but we're beyond. To live in the beyond is the agenda of this teaching, so that you may achieve within yourself a higher place of existence as you are in the body. The body is not the limitation. It is the footstool for higher consciousness. It is the footstool for experience. When one is open, the whole of consciousness is available. Not just in one place, but in every place. So to connect to this space by your intentions is all that it takes. You intend to connect, and it is done. Pretty amazing when you think about it. When everything in the world around us requires mounds of paperwork and rules and regulations, the way to, the how to. But here is simple. Connect. Open yourself to the possibility of what this is. You begin to realize that it is everywhere. There is no place where it's not. It's difficult to detect it at times because of the consensus reality of the world and its conditions around it. But yet, at the core of existence, the consciousness is a vibrating force that is constantly achieving transformation. It may be cell by cell, but nevertheless it matters because it is taking place. To realize that this is an ongoing, unfolding process. But from the very beginning, the moment you are open to the possibility, the process begins. And amazingly, one has the benefit of that process immediately. It's not something like going to college and you spend years and years and years of study. This is open the moment that you're open. It's like opening a book and suddenly knowing everything in it without even reading it. That is the nature of this transformation. That is the nature of the consciousness as it is, unfolding in every molecule of existence. The intellect says, well, where is it? Sadly, the intellect does not have the ability to perceive this transformation. If it backs off and allows, it can experience it. But to try to label it, forget it. There's no way to label this consciousness because a label is limiting. When you label something, that says that's what it is. And so we have no labels. So the consciousness is not a label. It is an experience without boundaries, without conditions, without the other. When you realize from the place of consciousness, there is no other, there is only this. And embracing this removes all the labels, the conditions, the beliefs, the concepts that have been long held by humanity. They believe this, they believe that, they believe the other, but there's no benefit. Because a belief in something does not benefit one. It may lift the intellect and may create expectations, but that's the extent of it. No matter what you believe, does not override or shadow the consciousness itself. It is simply, beliefs is like pulling a curtain aside and suddenly seeing the light that is the consciousness. And one may say from the intellect, oh, well, where'd that come from? I never saw it before. Well, you can't see through the blinds. You may see little cracks of it, but what's that? Full-on experience of the consciousness is an awakening that transcends the intellect mind, even transcends the body. The body comes along joyfully once it realizes what it is. It may feel intimidation in the beginning. Well, I don't know, this is kind of spooky, or this is weird. This goes way beyond my beliefs. Good. You see, humanity is stuck in its beliefs. And as long as it remains in its beliefs, it can only go so far. When you let go of beliefs and concepts and conditioning, it's like throwing off the chains that have bound you for your whole life. And you suddenly realize that, oh, this is what freedom is. I am free to think what I know from within myself. I am free to experience the experience of the consciousness that I am. I am free to hear the words of Ishvara. I speak to you from the very core of consciousness. Free to hear, free to experience, free to know. So what more could one ask for? It's like somebody handing you a check. And he says, you can write whatever amount you want in it and it'll be there. The consciousness is a check to enlightenment, a check to transcendence, a check to becoming all that one can be. And it's already there, signed, and now delivered. So there you have it. An unlimited perspective, opening up from within to see a greater way of being as a human being in this world of others. When we realize that all that we see from the outside is simply perspectives brought on by conditions, beliefs, and concepts. And when you take those away, what do you have? You have pure energy flowing in consciousness with unlimited possibilities. Take the beliefs away from that. They're limited. Just know that you are unlimited. That you are the presence of the consciousness itself. That you are transcending in this very moment, going beyond beliefs and concepts and conditioning, going beyond everything that was. Such freedom comes from this awareness. Such freedom comes from this knowing. Such freedom to live and be and have your being as the consciousness itself in this world of whatever. Freedom to live and be the consciousness itself in every aspect of your life, moment by moment. It's really such a gift to be handed to you freely, without attachments or conditions. Just simply take it, make use of it. Allow it to consume the whole of your life so that all of the beliefs and the concepts have no place to stay. And you will see how it truly works in every situation in your life. So there it is. The freedom of the consciousness, the power of its being, moment by moment.
Johanna says, truly amazing, not difficult at all. Thank you.
Thank you, Johannes.
Anna and Slava say, thank you, Ishvara. Can you talk about directing the knowing or suggesting a directing?
We can use the knowing in just about any way that we can imagine. So it's like if one uses the knowing that is the consciousness, that I know this is changing. But you can't say it just out of, I want it to change. It is, I know it is changing. It is, I know it's a very powerful channel of the consciousness that allows things to take place. It may take some time. It's not going to build immediately, maybe, and sometimes it does immediately. So we can't say there's a time to it, but simply knowing something's possible opens the way for it to take place. And it may start building it cell by cell, so it can take a little time for it to get established. But yet, it is happening. The moment you have a clarity of knowing that something is possible, you can be sure that it's going to follow that line of thought. It will follow that possibility because you, as consciousness, are opening up the way for energy to flow in that direction. So, knowing is our greatest tool of transformation. I know I am transforming. I know I'm changing. I know I'm evolving. And I know I'm starting to transcend, getting beyond the limitations of human conditionings, beliefs, or concepts, moving beyond them through knowing.
Shantara says, thanks Ishvara, and thanks Terry.
You're welcome. And thanks, Stephen.
Shantara just says, oh, I thought you sounded funny.
I was going to say that. Sounds kind of funny, doesn't he, Terry?
Yeah. More. This one, I don't know who this is from, but the power of knowing, and such a powerful knowing. Thank you for sharing your knowing with us, Ishvara.
You are welcome. Tato. Sounds like Tato.
Tato says, good guess.
Ishvara sees all and hears all. Yeah, shut up, world. Okay. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for your love and your support.